I'm just going to harvest some of my herbs, and I thought I'd bring you along and show you what they look like. I planted a few this year that I've never planted before, and I'm so happy with how well they're doing. So I've got my little herb bed here, as you can see, and we're going to harvest some of these. So I'm going to turn this around and show you what that looks like. All right, so this is just my simple little herb bed, nothing fancy. This is my thyme. This is called creeping thyme. So I have two different kinds, and then just the regular thyme here, and they are doing so great. They love the heat, and they're just doing, look how beautiful the leaves are. So I'm going to harvest some of this and some of this. I also planted some garlic chives, and these are delicious if you do some eggs or something you don't want an overpowering amount. And over here I have some regular chives. These guys really struggled this year. I don't know why, but anyways, they made a comeback, and these little guys are so good. This is a newer herb I planted as well. It's called summer savory, and I had never planted it, and it really struggled at the beginning, but I am telling you, it's probably a good foot tall. So I'm going to harvest some of this because apparently I should have harvested it around 6 inches tall. So we're going to do that today. And if we cut it and tie them and hang them in a dark, cool area, they'll just dry, and we can use them as a dry herb because I like drying my herbs. And look at how beautiful this is. It smells, I wish you could smell this. It smells so delicious. And over here I've got some basil. Now let me tell you, this basil had to fight this year because we planted a couple and they were dying, like literally dying. And so I struggled. Like we had hot, we had cold, we had hot, we had cold. But look at the leaves on them now. They're beautiful, beautiful. Just in this little bed, you know, just growing my fresh basil. But I'm going to show you what I used for them that saved them. So these are the domes that I bought because I saw them at the dollar store, and they were $3.25 for 2. Let me tell you, these saved my herbs. So when they were doing so bad and dying, I put these over top of the little plants, and I had to tape it down. And this one, they came with little spots, little holes in here. I'm going to show you. They have little holes with little spikes they came with to push them in the dirt. But when we got heavy winds, it blew it off. So I just taped it around the edge. This is what we have, the result of it. These things are such a game changer for your herbs. And in the top, there's like a little dial there you can turn to open for the air. And we would get so much humidity in these, but I'm telling you, these game changer. Game changer. I will have these in my garden now every single year. So this is our basil that did really, really well. And I'm going to show you my other basil as well. All right, and this is my other basil plant. Like you can see how huge this is. I did the purple basil. Oh, it's so good. It has a little bit more of a bite to it, but it's delicious, and I love mixing it. It's great in salads. So this was the same thing because we had cold, we had hot, we had cold, we had hot. I put the domes over it, and it just went push. It literally pushed the dome top off of it, and you can see how really beautiful and full it is. So, yep, that is our purple basil. And the other plant I put the domes on were my oregano. So same thing. They struggled. They were little wee tiny guys, just wouldn't grow. And they really struggled with the fluctuating temperatures. But those domes, yeah, our oregano is beautiful and really, really bushy. So I'm going to trim all of this down and dry a bunch of it up. So we also planted on our deck in these bags. These are these grow bags, and these are 10 gallon. We also planted some peppers, and this one is called a sweet Marconi pepper. As you can see there, I already picked a few of them, and they're delicious. And these grow beautiful in the grow bags. And we've got some more coming in there, as you can see. And then over here, we planted our beanies. Now these beans have history. These are from Sweet Aunt Sarah and her pods. We dry them out. We germinate the pod, the dry beans, and then we plant them in here, and these are our beans. And as you can see, look at our beans growing. I get so excited. I call it Beanie. Hello, Beanie. We got beans growing there, and last year we got, look at these tiny, tiny beans here. If you can see that, little teeny teenies. And we got some more up here. So we just have these tomato things, and the beans just grow up and around and everywhere. We have tons of flowers growing on them. So we are going to have lots of beans this year. We did last year, and I know, and we didn't have as many plants. So I know this year we are going to have a lot of beans. Oh, I have some bigger ones down here. I didn't even notice. Look at that. They grow so fast. I can't wait to harvest these beans and share them with Sweet Aunt Sarah. So that's just a tiny little tour of some of the plants that I grow on my deck. It's so much fun. You don't have to have a big garden, and I love having fresh herbs and coming out here and picking it when I'm cooking. So if you haven't given it a try, just get a grow bag. Get a small grow bag, 5-gallon or something. Throw some seeds in there or tiny little plants next year, and just grow something fresh. I'm telling you, it's so easy. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love picking it and putting it in your food, and it just feels so nice to know that you grew it and you're enjoying it. So have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next video. So here's my creation, don't laugh, to dry my herbs. So this is what I do. I hang them, you tie them into little bundles, not too big, and then I've got them hanging on a hanger, and I've got this piece of paper that I've kind of taped to the hanger, and I made like a little bottom, so then it catches them as they dry, because you don't want it all over the floor or anything, right? You don't want to lose any of that delicious herb. So this is what I've done, and then they can hang there and they can dry, and we'll have delicious dried herbs. My invention of the day.